Hello everyone. Just wanted to give a recap on the Donington Park GP meeting. So obviously we'd entered for that, prepared at Darley to go and compete. Donington one's a bit different because you have a Thursday test day. You don't do anything Friday, and then you qualify and race Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, we were all prepared, all ready, all gunning for it. Me and my dad got everything ready, and yeah, we went for the Thursday test day. So you got 4 15-minute sessions, which is decent amount of track time for one day in the Superkart, really. And yeah, we went out in the first session, struggled a little bit to get it going again, so it's the only really niggling issue we've got with it is it's just really hard to get going. Once it's warmed up, it's fine. So once you've been out and competed a bit, you're okay. But yeah, it's the only little issue we've got, and I think it might be just the carbs, and I think we're a little bit rich still anyway, so we'll work on that one. But yeah, so we went out in the first session. I was still on the tyres that I'd competed on at Darley. I really don't know how old they were, but we went out. Everything seemed well, you know, we were circulating well, picking a few people off here and there, just getting used to obviously driving the Division 1 round Donington. It's very different to a 125, so obviously you've just got loads more power, more aero. It's just a little bit to get used to, really. And I can't remember how many laps I did, but just started to push it a little bit. I think it was probably like 6 or 7 laps, something like that. And I was pretty happy with the kart, but I could feel that the aero was a little bit, it was very pointy. It was very pointy, and it was also very understeery at low speed, so it was obviously something I was going to try and work on throughout the rest of the day. But then I thought I would just try and push it a little bit more down Craner, and I pushed it a bit too hard. So I had a huge moment going down Craner. So you've probably already seen the video on the channel that I just put up of it, or on Alan's Cotton One vid about the weekend. But yeah, going down Craners, just got a wobble on. I tried to catch it twice, but I just could not hold it, and so I lost it about 123 mile an hour down Craners, straight over the grass. Managed to keep it somewhat straight, and then yeah, ended up right next to the barrier. So luckily, no huge damage, which was good. Had a good chat with the marshal about it all. So yeah, that was a very, very wild ride. It just felt like you were just never going to stop, basically. So that was fun, but yeah, a big one as well. So yeah, we got back to the pits, obviously about an hour to get all the gravel out of everywhere, every single stone off the cart, nothing left unchecked. So we prepared for session 2, and this is kind of where it all went wrong. So we did about a lap and a bit, something like that, and going down where the Dunlop Bridge used to be at Donington, just, you know, loss of power, and then suddenly like the worst kind of sound that anyone wants to hear in a car is when you can just feel like the bottom end let go and you can just hear it, and it just sounds terrible. So I'll put that up now. yeah, it's just a noise that nobody wants to hear in a car, because you just know that A, that's expensive, and B, that's not fixable either. So of course, unfortunately, that was kind of it. So blown the engine up. I'll put a picture up of what the bottom end looked like now. But yeah, that unfortunately was bitterly disappointing and meant that we didn't really get to compete in the racing at all. So lots of effort and money wasted, unfortunately. So yeah, really disappointing. And obviously for the eagle-eyed viewers of yours, you'll see that there's no engine there. So whipped all that off and thankfully managed to get it to Ian Harrison at Viper Racing UK, who was at Donington. Obviously we live locally as well, so we just whipped it off and nipped it back to him at the weekend, and he's got that at the minute. So we're really hoping that we'll get that back in time for Donington Park, which is, if I remember correctly, 14th, 15th of October, something like that. So yeah, we'll see. So don't think getting the engine back together is a problem, but the problem is the cylinders, because they need welding and replating, I think it is, and that's what takes the time. So they have to go off to somewhere else for that kind of special work to be done. So we wait for them to come back. So yeah, a bit of a waiting game. See if we can get it back for then. If not, I might be renting an engine for it, just to kind of get out and get some experience in the Div 1 in a racing capacity. So we'll see where we get to, but that's currently what we're at. So from the kind of highs and kind of good time at Darley to the lows of not even competing at the GP. So that is motorsport, unfortunately. So yeah, we'll see where we get to, and hopefully we'll be competing at Alton, and we'll do another video there. So watch your space. Cheers guys.